Well, hello and welcome people of the internet to VED as part of our continuing Steam Next Fest coverage. This is a very heavy, or at least from what I interpret, a very heavy story-driven RPG with some turn-based combat and consequences to our choices, which is one thing that, I really like to see. It's really hard to, I think, actually implement the fact that your choices matter in a game, especially when there are so many different pathways that you can take in a game. But one of my favorite games of all time did it really well, and I've been looking for a game that kind of fits that similar niche for me, and I'm hoping that VED can fill that void. So we are this young hero named Cyrus who wants to become a master of both the sword and magic, as we can see in his hands, to save his world from destruction. Now, I was under the impression this was kind of like a fantasy setting, but you can clearly see that there is kind of a modern sci-fi looking city in the back, and so it seems like we're going to be maybe dipping between two different worlds. I'm not exactly sure, so we're going to figure this out together. All the art is like hand-drawn and animated. Looks really good. I'm very excited, so we're going to jump right in, see what this game is all about. If you want to check out the demo for yourself, link will of course be down below in the description. The game is coming out pretty quickly. It's coming out in November of this year, so one to be looking forward to, I'm sure, because I'm very excited. So let's go ahead and jump right into a new game and see what VED is all about. So from what I've read, as far as the story goes,
as if this world is way more real than the real one.
We'll hold on to that for a second. Yeah, so there are like alternate endings, different pathways. All your decisions apparently have consequences. So we're gonna have to kind of think about things before we actually make actions.
How did I end up here? There was a fire, and the neighbor kid. I must have fainted. And now I'm back here, in a technicolor dream.
Always go to the left. Our game has completely changed. Now we're on the bad path. Can you imagine if like that was a big decision point?
Oblivion is sweeter than heavenly trumpets. No, don't give up. Remember, you're a warrior with an iron will.
Good lord, that sounds like Gogeta.
For a noble cause. Wait. He's bound to come. He will come. Yes, you will see. If only he turned up now. I'd clamor with joy. At last! I've been waiting for you for ages! Cyrus from Kamara. Alas, he's not here. And who knows how many more years I'll have to wait before meeting him.
Who's speaking?
Who are you? And what are you doing in my head?
I am justice. I am the balance that wards off disasters. I am the spirit leading you into battle and on to victory.
Is this Batman?
Which one are you? Balance or spirit?
An artifact. Isn't it obvious?
Very informative.
What power? What energy? Wait. So you're Cyrus? Cyrus from Kamara?
I'm he. So now what?
Now, on to victories! Great feasts! Fate has finally brought us together. From now on, we're brothers. I am your conduit to beyond, and you're my guide through the human world.
Oh, okay. So maybe the fantasy setting that I thought it was is like this dream world.
Cyrus from Kamara is a master for life, a custodian unto death.
But the real world is like the sci-fi buildings aesthetic. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, we get our first fight.
Hey,
All right.
Cyrus, are you ready?
Wait, our sword is talking to us?
For battle. Haven't you fought in a war before?
Oh, no. It's the voice in the sword.
Sure. In a war for survival, do playground tussles count?
Close enough.
Is that sarcasm? Got any advice for me?
Just hold on tight for now, and bit by bit, you'll get a hang of it.
I like how that's like the developer's way of saying, this might be a complicated system, just give it time. We'll see. Oh god, please give me a tutorial. Please give me a tutorial. Okay, see which ability the enemy plans to use. Empty, left branch strike. So I'm assuming that's, let's see, that's the name. Branch deals 5 to 10 damage points, moves the hero to the left. Okay, so we have different tiles, so it's going to move us this way. When Blockhead is the name of the enemy, loses his paw, he inflicts himself with fury, damage from attacks, +5. So when you lose your paw, we deal more damage to you. Okay. Strike with the sword to move further away from the paw, and the monster will most likely miss. So I'm assuming he's attacking these two. Let's see. So 1 action point. Where are action points? Maybe these are action points? Oh, yeah. These are action points up here. Okay. Right, because we have the circles and we have the circles. Deal 10 to 15 damage points, moves the hero to the left. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, wait. Aim for the torso. It's easier for us to strike from this position. Oh, so, okay, so... Got it. Okay, so there is an aiming element. Now strike him with an armor breach, then all our attacks will cause him 50% more damage. Applies stress. Receive damage plus 50% to the enemy. Moves the hero to the right. Okay, so I'm assuming... They kind of implied this, but what I'm thinking here is that this enemy, this like torso, is taking up these 2 spaces, whereas the paw is taking up this space. So it's easier to us if like we were all the way over here, we would have a better hit chance on the paw. That's what I'm assuming. Although we're over here. Okay, so okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out the accuracy system, how this works. From round 3, both you and the enemy have all the action points. Chop off his paws, it will help us win. So I probably want to have something that moves me to the left to get out of this. But there's an arrow here. So is that implying that he is attacking right here? It's kind of hard to see because the plants are in front of it. But you can see a little bit that it's flashing. So, chop off his paws. We have breach. Deals 7 to 22 damage points over an area. Applies stress to the enemy. Moves the hero to the right. Oh, but I can do multiple attacks. So if I do this, can I stress? It looks like... Okay, so you can stack stress. So then I should move over 1 more. Yeah, so, moves the hero to the right. So how come now I have a chance to miss, but I have crit chance here? I'm not sure how accuracy is working, but let's go ahead and take off this paw. Okay, so since, let's see. Wait, can I... How is this working? Because the quick strike is the same here. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Hang on. There's something down here. So that's 3, 4. So this is, so it's only showing me because I only have 1 ability that can move me to the left. Okay. Oh, okay. I see how it's working. Okay, I get it. This looked way more complicated at first, but I completely understand how it's working now. So basically we have a number of different abilities, and for each of these squares, because we're restricted by movements, right? If we're all the way over the right, we can't move more right. So it removes all of our abilities that have right. So if we go all the way to left, you can see that the ability that would move us to the left is removed. So basically it shows us what the previews are of our abilities that we can use in each square. So like if we were here and we had an ability that moved us 3 to the right, it would not be in this area. It would only be in this area. Okay, I understand now. So that being the case, let's do this. Oh, it just kills him. Okay, we high rolled. I was gonna say we can take that, apply stress, move to the right, and then when we can deal 150% damage. Our last attack, even though it moves us into attack range, would kill him. Okay, that's pretty cool.
The spirit should have remained here, but now it's nowhere to be found. As if you've absorbed its energy and set it free.
No idea what you're talking about.
I have to show you to my grandfather. Do you mind teleporting us out to that glowing twig?
I will say that I'm still not certain about the accuracy, how that was working, so I'm hoping that will be explained a little bit further down the line. Okay.
Is that a man? A homunculus?
No, Grandpa. He's a warrior, a wizard, a gatherer.
Gathering energy? We should make sure. Anyway, welcome to Dawn.
By Dawn, do you mean that glowing twig?
That's no twig. It's a newly sprouting tree of life. See if you can channel some of your energy into constructing a building. It'll help our tree, and you as well.
Wait, we can make buildings? Courage Square unlocks a new ability, Powerful Strike, which gives us another movement to the right. 2 action points, applies Fury. Damage plus 5 to the hero, deals 15 20 damage points, move the hero to the left. Okay, so this is... Oh, okay, so we're going to have different build... Oh, okay, hang on. Let's look through these real quick. Unlocks a new ability, Dash. It looks like... Okay, so that's probably moves 2 to the left. Moves the hero 2 squares to the left. 1 action point, deals damage. Unlocks a new ability, Thunder Jump. 5 to 17 damage, moves us 2 to the right. We have Magic Shield, creates a cover that protects the hero from one enemy hit, but only by 70%. 1 action point, the next enemy attack will cause damage not only to the hero, but also to the enemy. A retaliatory strike will deal damage over an area. Doubles the damage of the next attack, and then healing. Okay, cool. So let's build the Courage Square.
The Tree of Life is a source of infinite energy. Even its fallen leaves emit light, illuminating our homes and sanctuaries.
So this must end up being kind of our hub world? Put a new ability in a free slot. Isn't it already... Oh, I see. Okay, so we can put that here. Can I not put it here? Oh, wait. It is applied. So why is it not applied here then? Wait, I'm confused. Why is that unlocked? So we have this here. Okay, I feel like I'm being dumb here. Yeah, so it goes there. Well, so I understand why it's like this, right? Because eventually we're going to have multiple different, let's say we have like 5 different attacks that move us to the right. Obviously, one of which we can't put here. Why is this open, though? Am I missing something about that? Maybe there's just not that. It must just be that there's not that many abilities plus 1. So what is it? 4 times 6. So there's not 24 abilities. There's only 23. Okay. Nope. I want back. Let's meet you.
This is all well and good. Trees, magic. But how do I get back home? Back to my world?
Go to the Scarlet Groves. There you'll find the sapphire shards of the altars of the ancients.
Okay, Scarlet Groves.
Their energy will suffice to carry you home. But remember this. Your true home is here.
Okay, so yeah, this is our hub world. Got it. So let's go ahead and teleport. Buffs are stacked up to 3 times and last for an unlimited number of rounds. However, they can be deducted by opposite debuffs. During a tactical battle, usually the one who applies more buffs and debuffs win. Okay, so buffs and debuffs work exactly like they do in Magic the Gathering. That's good to remember. And it can stack up to 3 times. Okay, so you can't go more than 3. To win, you need to reduce the red enemy health bar. The monster is 0. Purple health bars determine the health with additional limbs or minions. These must be destroyed to weaken the monster and make victory easier. In some cases, the red health bar will only open up after the purple health bar has been destroyed. The ability icon on the left shows the direction where the hero will move after using the ability. On the right is the number of required action points, as well as the buff or debuff the ability applies. Yep, we figured that out. Finish the round and saves unspent... okay, so that's what I was wondering. In the first fight we did on the last attack, if say, for example... that last attack I wanted to do wasn't going to do enough damage to kill the enemy, did I have to move in, basically use that attack to move me to the left, because then that would leave me open to an attack. But obviously, I figured there must be a wait button. Okay, we're in the Scarlet Groves. Oh, so we get to choose which way we want to fight. I mean, just in terms of which looks cooler, I guess. This is kind of like a mosquito. This is a little bit more like a lizard. Let's go ahead and fight the lizard. Oh, you're a slimy lizard. Choose 1 of 4 to get extra energy. Choose 1 of 4. Okay, so we can't choose all 4. To get extra energy for winning. Got it. Okay, so you can either take... got it. So it's like hardest mode, medium mode, easy mode, and then just do nothing. The enemy deals 25 damage. That's a lot of health, though. Let's do the middle one. Applies joy. Damage received minus 20 to the enemy. Wait. Damage received minus 20 to the enemy. So it applies joy. Shouldn't it be it receives... Oh, right. Duh. It makes it harder, not easier. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take that. Okay. Let's see here. So I only have one action, so we're going to move to the right. But he just hit... Wait, so how did he hit us? If he was aiming here, how did he hit us? Okay, well, we have to do this. So I'm wondering if there's like a stat window or something that's showing a move accuracy. Is it here, maybe? Dexterity, no, magic strength. Yeah, I'm not sure. What do you plan to do? Restore 20 HP in each of its 2 parts. Okay, so we kind of want to focus down just one. Nice crit. Okay, so you have a 30% chance to crit. Applies stress and... Oh, to me. Okay, so I want to get out of here. So then let's go ahead and just move over a few times. Let's actually apply stress first. Oh, wait, that hit 2. Wait, why? So why did that hit 2 of... Why did that hit this side? Oh, because... So if there's a link there, it implies that I'm hitting both. It's not that I choose one or the other. Okay, so again, I'm confused as why I got hit here. Because I figured that, isn't it these red arrows that are implying where damage is happening? And I was in one that didn't have an arrow, so I'm not sure why I got hit. So, like, what happens if I go over here? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Let's just move all the way over. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's something I'm not understanding. Okay, well, let's apply the more damage. So if I click here, yeah, that applies stress over here, which is what I figured. Okay. Still trying to figure things out. Okay, well, we killed him. I'm still not sure about how we're taking damage. So it looks like we heal after every fight. You can see your own reflection in the smooth surface of the stone slab. For success, the random number of the D20 cube and your trait must at least be the difficult value. Okay, so yeah, we have we got a D&D system here. Very familiar. Dance a bit, so we should just go with one of the lower ones. Either 7, doesn't matter. We'll just dance. Nice! We succeeded. Fantastic. The stones under the altar clamor up in a roar of applause, enticing one of the prophecies of a great future. Durability doubles, health and shield. Wait, so I just take it? What's to the left? The stone gleams golden. Wait, so did I just get that? Let's repeat. Let's do set off lightning. Okay, we got 10. What's to the right? Wait, what? Did I just get something? I'm a little bit confused. Hold up. Alright, apologies for the quick pause there. I had to take a quick little bio break. So, while we were there, I did figure out this thing right here. Shows us the map of where we're planning to go, and this is where we currently are, right? So we only have one destination over here, which is because we only have this. So you can kind of plan your way through the map, which is something that I didn't know before. And then Blessing and Curse. So I think that this, at the beginning of each round with a 20% probability, one random effect is applied. So this is the other thing, right? So we have now basically, I think this is 2 chances at 20% to apply this durability. That's why we didn't see our health go up either. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any answers on the damage, like how the red squares were working. I did watch a little bit. I don't actually know. It says watch the developer play on Steam. I don't know that. I don't think that's the developer because he was questioning things too, but it seemed like he had the same issues with like where you're taking damage from. So we're going to just have to kind of figure that out on our own. Calls up a new servant, applies motivation, debuff block to the enemy. Let's just call up a new servant. Let's get some more resources here. That's 2 servants. That's 2 servants. Okay, so we're taking a side swipe here, so let's go ahead and take a look at that attack. Deals 5 to 15 damage, moves the hero to the left, applies shame to the hero and monster. Okay, so I think we should be able to get out of it if we do this, right? Yeah, so we still get hit. So there's something going on with these. I don't fully understand how it's... Maybe it's implying that it also hits this square. I can't get all the way over here. That's the problem. So I guess then let's go ahead and do this. Let's hit you with a crit. Move over 1, and then we're going to move over 1 more. So it did miss. Okay, let's double check these attacks. So you healing 20 HP to the middle. You have a 20% chance to miss us. So maybe... Okay, let's test this real quick. So right now you have a 20% chance to miss. Just reading these real quick. If I move into here, do you all of a sudden... I bet this is going to go to crit, perhaps? Okay. I think I'm starting to understand. So I think that it's kind of like us, where... So, for example, if I were to, from here, use this attack... You can see here that I have a chance to miss, but I'm critting this guy, or there's a chance to crit because I'm in front of him. So the closer you are to enemies, the better chance you have to hit them. But it's not like you can necessarily get out of their range. So even if I were to go... Let's see, how do I want to do this? So this attack, the way it's worded is it's 100% chance to hit everybody. Right? That's what these symbols mean, because if we swap it to this... Now you can see that they're not connected, and I don't have a chance to hit this guy. So that is a little weird. So I guess what I want to see... So if I move all the way over, though... He still only has a 20... So it's surprising to me that, like, I can't hit this guy, but he only has a 20% chance to miss me. So that being said, I mean, I guess I just take the risk here... I mean, if I move here, like, I can probably get a crit here. If I get a crit here, he dies. That's unfortunate. Oh, but he pushes me over. Okay. So they attack from left to right. So this should kill. Right? Or this does kill. So we get rid of the healer. Applies Fury to the hero, deals 30-40 points, and moves us to the left. Unfortunately, that's going to move us, so I don't really want to move to the left. So I think what I'm going to do then is... No, I think I can afford to move over there. So we do that. Wait, why did I hit this guy? Oh my god. Okay, we just got absolutely smoked. So, that being the case, let's go ahead and grab a heal here, I think. The next hero attacks equal to damage inflicted. That seems pretty good. We're going to go ahead and build the tree fungi.
Tree fungi are like dark spirits, parasites.
Okay, so I have to plan where I want to put this. Well, this is a pretty easy place. Wait, why did you not get... There we go. So that's a pretty easy place. And then let's do... Let's see here. Do I only want to do it on the outskirts? Right? This is like where the decision making comes in. Maybe we should do... Let's do this. So I'll do breach here. This one will be a heal. Do I just drag it down? Okay, that's way easier than whatever we were doing before. And then we'll replace this one. And then I'm going to swap these. Oh, wait, no, that one was in the right position. Oh, wait, where'd my power hit go? Yeah. Give me that. Okay, let's give this a shot. Let's give this a shot. Teleport. The red illumination on the... Oh, thank you for finding... The red illumination on the battlefield shows the places where the monster's attack is most dangerous. In these squares, the monster will never miss and will have 30% chance of critical attack. In the square without illumination, monster attacks will never be crit and have a 20% miss chance. There we go. I feel like this should have been explained to us way earlier. Buffs and debuffs we've already read. Health bars we've already read. Hero abilities. Yep, we already read that. Wait button. Yep, we've already read that. Okay, so finally we get the answer to what we were looking for. So let's go ahead and take a look at the map here. Oh, wait, so these are already beat. So can I just go there? Oh. That's an interesting system. So I suppose if I wanted to, I could have gone this way to get more resources. Interesting. And I still have my blessings. So basically everything sticks around for the run. I kind of forgot that this had like some roguelite elements. Calls up a new servant. Yeah, I think we can do this now. I wasn't prepared for that last one. Okay, so let's go ahead and move ourselves. Yeah, we'll go ahead and crit this guy. Or try to crit. Okay, let's see here. So you're not attacking us. Applies laziness block buff block to the hero. Okay, well we don't care about that because we don't block. How much damage does this do? This is 20 to 25. So if it doesn't crit, it's like a 40% chance to kill. That's less though. Although, okay, so I'm actually gonna do this. This is a better chance. This is a better chance for me to kill. Ooh, okay, so I actually can't crit anymore. Okay. So let's do this. So let's apply vampirism. And then we'll do our... Ooh, but if I do Power Strike... Oh, if I do Power Strike, I'm locked inside his zone. So then let's go ahead and just do... Yeah, we'll do our little side swipe here. Wait, why is my accuracy down? Why is my accuracy down? Because you're right in front of me. Interesting. Oh, and because I missed... okay, so because I missed, you get nothing. There we go. But we heal a bunch. Oh, you just keep summoning them? Oh, I didn't know that. Yikes. Okay, so yeah, I need to... Luckily, it looks like you're just damaged, though. Can I not stack Fury? Oh, no, I can stack Fury. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a slide over. Yeah, why do I have such a low chance to miss? Or low chance to hit? Because I'm in front of you. Is it because... Is one of these guys, like, preventing me from hitting him? Oh, nice. I got my buff. Well, I just lost the buff. I was going to say the buff that gave me, extra health. Okay, let's apply this. You're already... Yeah, you already have shame. This applies shame, right? No, this applies stress. Okay, so then let's go ahead and... Oh, but I want to be careful not to get hit. So let's go ahead and do... Do I want to do this or just want to just go for heals? I don't want to get one shot. Yeah, you're doing 30 to 45. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and vampirism. And I have 2 moves, so we'll do this move first. And then we'll go ahead and move to the left. God, we almost killed him. Okay, good thing we healed. So let's go ahead and vamp up again. Nice, we kill him. The healer comes back, but that's okay. We get our buff again. That's nice. Receive damage plus 100%. Oh boy, okay, we gotta be careful. We just gotta keep applying stress, I think. 20% chance to miss. Oh man, that would be so good if I actually hit him though. Like he'd just die. Now the question is, you're dealing 40 to 60, right? But is that taking it into is that taking into account this damage bonus for him? That's what I'm not sure about. I mean, we can obviously test it. Unless we kill him. Then we're good. Buff block. Oh, buff block. Got it. So we don't... Oh, got it. I was stressing the wrong word, right? Because of the way this is worded, you could either say it's either buff block or buff block, right? So it's actually a buff block. You're not buffing the block, you're blocking the buff. That makes sense. So let's go ahead then put some more stress on you. And then as long as we hit... Oh, you're so close. Okay, that's okay. This kills. Nice. Oh, so actually what it looks like... Oh, maybe I misunderstood this. So, my line of thinking was that when the damage preview has lines between the circle, that means that you can attack everybody, but it looks like we just attack both. So I think as long as there's a number... No, but that's not true, because the one that applies stress didn't have a number. When we attack the lizard with the head and the body, there was a line, there was like 100% hit chance, right, in the middle, and then there was an arrow to a circle, but the circle was empty, but it hit both sides. In this last one that we just, the last turn we just had, there was a circle in the middle with the crit chance, and then on the other enemy, it's a 20% chance to miss. So I thought that maybe we could only target one of them, but the attack hit both. So it's not exactly clear to me how that is working. Oh, here's one of the choices. Well, we're the protagonist here, and we're going to play like the not greedy one, so we're going to go for friendship. The power of friendship wins all. Okay, so let's see. There's health bars, hero abilities, weight button. Crits. Oh, here we go. Depending on the hero, the position of the hero and the chosen ability, one of the parts of the monster will be more convenient to attack than the others. Okay, we figured that. It will be highlighted with a yellow circle. By choosing such a target, the hero will never miss and will have a 30% chance to make a critical attack. Yep, we figured that out. Other parts of the monster will be highlighted with a red circle. Attacks on them will never be critical and will have a 20% chance. Okay, so we figured that out. But the question is like, so the way this is worded makes it sound like I can only choose one of these. But in this situation, in the last turn of that last fight, I dealt damage to both of them. At the beginning of each round of combat, there's a chance to activate one of the previously imposed blessings or curses. The power of this effect lasts for one round. The blessing and curses themselves have an endless effect and can only be removed by finding an altar. Oh, okay. So that's a little bit different than I thought it was. That's why we didn't see my health jump up to double when we got it. It only applies in combat. To increase one trait point, you need to gain 3 experience points. Each action performed during a story, battle, or event, regardless of success or failure, will give the hero 1 experience point for the skill that was checked. Oh, got it. Okay, so when we did I think that means when we did the stone tablet thing, I think that means we got experience points for these. Holy, wait, okay, there's so many. Why isn't this taught to me in game? Why is it taught here, and why are some of them hidden? The key actions of a story battle are highlighted in yellow and have increased difficulty. Yeah, okay, so this one's yellow. Successful completion of all key actions will lead to victory in battle. If there's no key action in the battle, you must successfully perform every available action at least once to win. So in this scenario, grab the sword leads to victory. So then why wouldn't I do one of the other two? There's no key action. Maybe there's a chance for victory, but because these are easier, it doesn't necessarily lead to a flat-out victory, right? So this is like the hard one, where if you complete it, it automatically gives you victory, versus these two, because there's a smaller requirement, it might not lead to immediate victory. But then if there's no key, you have to succeed in all of them. Successful completion of additional actions. Oh, okay. We continue reading. Reduces the other action checks by 2 difficulty points, while failure increases the difficulty by 2. Failed actions, when reduced in difficulty, become available for check again. If all actions fail, the battle ends in defeat. Okay, okay, so that makes sense. So if we were doing this then, because this is 20, we could do this 10 one, which would then reduce this to 18 and make it easier. But if we fail, this goes to 22. Got it? Yep. We made sense. Okay, so we've made sense of all that. We're in the city dump, 5:01 p.m.
Magic? Magic?
Where?
There.
Indeed. That's magic. Wait, what if it's a demon?
Do
What
I
are you
look like a
talking
demon?
about? What kind of demon appears out of the light?
That's
So
true too.
It's not an evil spirit?
No.
Then who?
I have no idea, but that was amazing.
So why are we standing here? Let's run over there before the suits show up.
Oh, okay. Let's remain still. We don't know what these guys
There's
want yet.
some dude lying there.
Aha! That's the guy! A sorcerer! He teleported here.
Hey, magician, can you hear us? Are you from this world?
What magician? What world? Judging by the pile of garbage I landed on, I came right back. But where exactly?
Are we a blind
Well,
character?
These are the outskirts of Necropolis.
So the hallucinations
Have our
are
eyes
over.
Our eyes have always been
I just need
closed.
to find out how I got here.
You want to know how? It was tremendous. A flash of light filled the entire junkyard.
What are you talking about?
You teleported here.
I'm sorry, what? Teleported?
Well, how can I explain? You
Is this going to be like a Book of
instantaneously
Eli
overcame a
situation
big
where
distance by a
we're doing
magic
all these
space.
crazy feats,
This horse shit.
Look,
and then later it's revealed that
what's
we were
your name?
blind the whole time? Spoiler alert. Our name's Cyrus.
Cyrus.
so, Mr. Cyrus, I realize that you're hiding your magical abilities. You don't want Impulse to send its headhunters after you, but here, you have nothing to fear. We are wizards too. Here, take a look at what I can do. Oh, maybe next time. A flame was supposed to come out, but something went
Okay,
wrong,
we have a new
so
friend. Yeah, he's
tell
like,
us
take a
what it's
look,
like
and our
out
eyes
there.
are closed.
You traveled beyond the boundary, didn't you?
You traveled beyond the boundary, so I'm assuming that's where we just were. It's an awful. It's incredible.
It's the most amazing thing I've seen in my entire life. Islands floating across the sky.
It was pretty, except for
Crimson
the monsters we had
clouds.
to
You're
fight.
so lucky. No one else.
Ooh,
has
okay, now
ever
we're back to
had
positive.
even a peek beyond the boundary. And you?
And you were actually there?
I don't even know what to say.
Are there any sentient beings there? Like elves or goblins? There must be a whole mess of spirits out there. Did you see any supreme wizards?
No, I didn't see anything like that.
We didn't see anything because our eyes
Everything
were
is
closed the whole
much
time.
quieter there.
Is something wrong with your eyesight? Is this from
Thank you,
teleporting?
Freddy.
That's okay.
Asking the important
For us, it's
questions.
no problem. Although,
Oh,
what am
no,
I
get the
saying?
answer.
Of all people, you'd know that everything's possible with magic. By the way, we don't just sit
skip
around
past
doing
this.
Nothing. I've intercepted countless evil spirits. I can sense the spots where darkness builds up. Once, I even had to break an ATM to keep a dark spirit from coming through.
Why are we just sitting
Wait,
here
what?
yammering? Let's join the others.
There's
and show them
ATMs in
a
this
real
world? That
relationship.
can't
Yeah.
be
We should
what I
take
think it
off
is.
before the impulse hounds track us down.
I bet
There's
Wade
no-
teleporter is ready for some tea.
There's
or maybe
no
something
way.
Stronger?
Sure, why not?
I won't say no to tea.
Excellent. It's not far. It's that shack over there. Today, we're convening at my uncle's.
Freddy, how about our custom?
Oh, yes. How could I forget? I gotta run by a store. Can't show up empty-handed, especially with such an eminent guest.
Is it going to continue forward? Okay, so the game kind of autoplays, and then it kind of puts us in this situation where it's like, am I supposed to skip this? Or is it... Okay, I think I just skipped this. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure why it didn't bring us to this. Recoins? Well, it's telling me I have enough. Yeah,
If it's
let's.
a custom, here you go.
Righto. That's how it's done. I'm off to the store. Freddy, teleporter, you guys go ahead.
Just don't be long.
You got it. I'll snap up a few items and be right over.
Let's go. We can't stay here. Bear in mind, if Impulse catches up with you, we're in trouble.
What do you have against Impulse? They're the
Yeah,
leading
especially
corporate
with, like,
innovator. It has brought
like
together
I'll say
top-notch
it
scientific
while it's
minds of
nice
our
how
generation,
fast
great
the
things that
dialogue is
humanity
playing
needs.
I'd be
through.
a genius too if I had
You know,
access
like
to
in a lot of
magic
games there'd be like a
upgrades.
2 or
Those
3 second
bastards
pause
broke
between
me
lines,
stockpile
but in this it's just like
everything.
as soon as the
There's
line
even a
ends, it's
modicum
almost
of
like
magic
unnatural
to
how
gather
fast it's
it all
progressing.
up. Scrutinize
I
it,
appreciate that it's
and
going
then
fast,
use
right?
it
It's
in
one of
our
those things where
mass-produced
because I
inventions.
haven't
Cars? Total
experienced it in a game,
nonsense. We will all be
I've
able
always
to
been like, man,
teleport
can this
just like
dialogue
you.
can just skip
None
through
of us would
faster?
ever
But
need
now
to
that it is, I'm
invent
like,
any
this
of
feels
that
unnatural.
junk. And they
But then
know
when it
this
just
perfectly
pauses, it
well.
feels kind of weird. It's like, am I supposed to skip? Because like right here, I would assume it's going to skip us past the dialogue.
No more work, no revenue, nothing. They'll all be dumpster diving in no
So,
time. Then we'll see who.
so I would assume that it should say skip while there's dialogue, and then when it gets to a point where I have to press forward, it would kind of change its prompt to be like, I don't know, like something to say like, hey, time for you to click here, but I'm not sure why, because it brought us here before. So maybe it's just a demo thing. Maybe it's just kind of like you know, not implemented 100% properly yet, because this is what I would expect to happen. What are you folks up to?
And what is it you folks do? What's this organization?
Oh, we're far from an organization. Just a group of more or less gifted people. What unites us is our conviction that all, and I mean all, people should have access to magic. And not just the smartasses from you-know-where. Here we go. This is our HQ. Watch your step. A quick word of warning, teleporter. Before we get inside, your arrival may elicit mixed emotions. After all, you're the first one to have gone beyond the boundary, so never mind any mutterings.
So it must be an actual second world,
Shut up,
because
swine.
they were already
I've known about
those like
magic since before you were pissing your diapers.
the blue
My
guy and the
grandma
old guy,
was angry
they're
with a
already
brownie
over
for
there.
stealing her knitting needles.
Oh yeah? So why did you, shithead, when talking to the miners last
Yeah,
year,
you tell
not
him.
tell them that Alice was not to blame?
Was I supposed to tell them that evil spirits had pulled down the wall? Yeah, that was sorcery, all right. But they wouldn't have believed me. They would have thought that I was in cahoots with that girl. I told her right away to not prowl around here, but she just went, there are plants there.
Ladies and gentlemen, young and old,
Well, look at what the cat dragged in.
devils and cats, let me introduce to you the best of the best.
Shut your beak, peacock.
And the strongest.
We know you.
A true sorcerer who's journeyed beyond the boundary. Please help me welcome Teleporter.
What? A newbie?
Not a newbie, but a wizard. Just back from the magic realm.
God, he sounds like a game show host. Right back
You
from the
were
magic
seriously
realm, and over
over
here
there.
behind door number 3,
Now where?
your
Well,
car.
You know, in the magic world, beyond the boundary.
Okay, so it is... So people know about the boundary, it's just that nobody has actually gone there before from this world. So the beings that we met over there in our little village, they are already over there. There's already beings over there. It's just that nobody has crossed over the boundary before.
Yes.
As soon as they hear the
Oh,
coveted
we're
answer,
feared?
people go nuts. Questions and shouts.
But how do they
pouring
know
down
us?
From all sides. It's obvious enough.
It seemed like they
What
knew, or they
these
knew about
savages
us, maybe
want
not
to know
knew
about
us.
The challenge is to make out a single complete question in all this ruckus, so as to give coherent answers for this community. Just meeting a person who has accessed the magic world amounts to a miracle.
Well, then that implies that there have been others to do it before, right? Because otherwise, how would you be afraid of something that hadn't existed yet? Okay. Was there a knock at the door?
Didn't I hear knocking?
No, dude. That's just thunder.
I definitely heard it.
Definitely heard someone knocking at the door.
I'll run and open up.
Oh, that's it? Bummer, man. I want to play some more. The game is under active development and we're constantly improving it. In the full version of the game, many new features will be waiting for you. Add the game to your wishlist and subscribe so to not miss the release. New abilities, new enemies and bosses, more locations, battles in the plot, new characters, and a story with many endings. Yeah, so VED. I wish we got to play a little bit more. This is definitely a short, very short demo, but it at least gave us a little bit of understanding about the features of the game. And I think what's interesting is if you actually go to the Steam page of VED, not the most recent update, but the second to last update was a developer diary. And if you take a look at how the game has evolved over the 12 years it's been in development, it has changed drastically. And I think that the visual style has like obviously updated, but the way I actually found this game was not actually on Steam. It was actually on Reddit. I think it was on the indie gaming subreddit, and the developer had said like, oh, like I hadn't planned on making it this style, but over the years developing, I noticed a trend incoming of like this 2.5D style, and I had already been playing around with it a bit, so I transferred everything over to the style. I really like it. I think there's definitely a little of like, I don't want to say it's not uncanny valley, but there's a little bit of, I will say, weirdness when people are talking. You can tell that it's kind of stretched and pulled, but I think that overall it's kind of consistent to what's going on with the world. I think the battle, like the in-fight animations where you get like those quick little like flash frame cutscenes, I think everything looks really good there. I definitely want to dip into the battle system a lot more. I think once we start getting the defense abilities, I think it'll make things a little bit more straightforward as to protecting ourselves from hits. Because as of right now, where the game is, it doesn't feel like you can really protect yourself very much. Because while it's kind of misleading, especially in the tutorial aspect of the game, where unless my brain literally shut off when I read it, I don't think in the game itself it told us about the red indicators on the ground. It was just in the loading screen menu, which didn't even start at the beginning. It started like in the middle. It wasn't until like later on that I was like, oh, we need to go all the way back to the beginning and read all these. That we actually found like how that was working. So it's a little bit odd to, and again, there was like the range thing, right? Where sometimes there was like a white circle with white lines connected to the outskirts. And I thought, oh, well, if it's connected with white lines, then you can hit everything. But then we had the attack at the very end where it hit both the enemy in the middle and the guy on the right. And I didn't think that was going to happen. So I think that for the full game or early, I'm not sure if this is going into early access or going into full release just yet. I checked out the Discord trying to find more answers. The Discord, there's like nothing there, unfortunately. I don't think there's a website. There's really not a lot of info. I'd have to go through the recent events and announcements on Steam to kind of figure out more. Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is going into early access or full release. But if it is going into early access, I would definitely hope for a more in-depth tutorial as to some of the more basic systems. There was it taught us how to do combat, but I felt like there were a few key pieces missing that I definitely wanted answered to. But that being said, I think the combat was actually pretty cool. I would definitely want to dive into the more roguelite elements of this a bit more, and the map. I don't know if there's a way to preview what enemies we were going to fight. Obviously, there was the visual icon, but I'm not sure if there's much difference between like the left and right path we chose at the beginning of like the mosquito-looking enemy and the more lizard-looking enemy. And then there's the whole like if you die, you can come back, and you can either go through the path that you already completed, or you can do more challenges, which is something that I didn't expect to see. So I'm interested about the idea of doing that. And then further than that, the story, right? We saw that basically every decision we were making, or mostly every decision we were making, was either impacting our relationships with Freddy. We were either getting respect or fear. And then those stats were also having some implication on some of the dialogue options we were having. And what I really appreciate was the fact that while this, on my first impression, it's not that, as of right now, the decision tree has branched us out into two paths that are so far apart from each other that you need a different cutscene. You're staying in the same cutscene, but you can see what other dialogue trees would have been available to you if you went a different way. So there was that time where it said enough, and it's like, had we had a little bit more taken a little bit more aggressive stance with Freddy, our dialogue might have gone in a slightly different direction. Now, I am hoping that once we get into further gameplay, that the decision trees are going to be, or the, not complications, what's the word I'm looking for? The consequences of your actions will be a little bit more significant than just a slightly split dialogue tree. You know, kind of like, okay, I mean, this is like the prime example, but yes, I'm going to bring up Baldur's Gate 3 again. Kind of like, you know, if you, let me think about a decision. I'll pick an example early on in the game. Just at this point, if you've wanted to play Baldur's Gate 3, you probably already did, right? But kind of like if you let the Druid village either thrive or die off, that can drastically change a lot of things that happen in your gameplay. I'm kind of hoping for something like that. Not to the full extreme that Baldur's Gate 3 did, where there's like 20 different decision trees and it takes people, you know, hundreds of hours to try and break it to get to a decision tree point that the developers didn't think of, right? Because the thing is with branching pathways, you have to animate, you have to have dialogue, like you have to develop the game around those, even in that one decision that maybe 1 out of a million players are going to get because it's so ludicrous you can't think of someone who would actually follow all the steps to get there, but you still have to have it in the game, because if they do that, then you need to have that like cutscene or whatever there. So not talking about that deep, but I'm hoping just for a little bit more than just like slightly different dialogue, as that is one of the things that's kind of heavily highlighted on the Steam page, is that there's going to be more drastic consequences to your actions. But I'm very excited. I think this was a really cool yet short demo, but I think it's good enough that it's kind of bite-sized. It's like an amuse-bouche. It's short enough, and it gets me invested in that I want to see what the full game is like. And I think that's a good demo, right? A demo, one thing that I sometimes forget is that demos are supposed to whet your appetite, not necessarily give you a full experience of the game, because they're supposed to get you to want to come play the game. And that's what this one did. So, guys, let me know what you thought of VED down below in the comment sections, and if you liked what you saw, if you had a good time, would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action, because I've been Ganyonz. But that's it for me. I'm out of here, and I'll see y'all next time.